Vicious, but every no pushed me closer to purpose. Now, now I'm chasing the yes. Hey, just to keep revival. Built from the dirt, but I still rose higher. Walking through storms, but I still kept fire. They said my dreams were way too big, said I should quit, said this was it, but every closed door made me stronger. Every setback only made my vision larger. I got purpose running through my veins, breaking every curse, every chain. Every mother trying not to break, for every father carrying heavy weight, for every child that was overlooked, for every dream they misunderstood, for every entrepreneur building from zero, for every survivor becoming their own hero, for every person they counted out. This your anthem, scream it loud. You don't need permission to become, you don't need approval to overcome. The same pain that tried to bury you can become the reason the world remembers you. I am the cycle breaker, I am the curse destroyer, I am the builder, I am the chosen one. I didn't come this far to quit now, I didn't survive just to live small. Every no prepared me for the yes, and now I'm walking in purpose. I'm chasing the yes, even when the road gets hard, even with the battle scars, I know exactly who I am.
Hey everybody, this is Aleatha. It's so good to be here tonight, you guys. This is going to be a dialogue. We're just gonna have a conversation tonight. But before I get started, hey Charita, before I get started, I'm going to pray really quick and then we can jump on in. We can jump right on in. Dear Heavenly Father, thank you so much for who you are in our lives, Father. And I ask that everyone that is on this broadcast within the sound of my voice, Father, I ask that you heal, touch, and do everything you can for them within your will, Father. Your will is what we strive to be able to complete, Father, and you'll get the glory for everything that we do, say, and how we move, Father. We love you and we praise you and we give you all the glory. And Father, I just need your presence here. I ask that you speak through me in a mighty way, Father. This is your platform tonight. I love you and I praise you and I give you all the glory. Thank you, Father. So, so listen really quick. Before I start tonight, I hope you guys are doing so good tonight. Before I start, I wanted to give a message to my people, my people, right? I wanted to give a message to you guys. I don't do a lot of getting into a lot of different things, but this is my platform. This is where I am, and this is where I can speak freely. And so, in anybody that comes on my platform, same thing. They can speak from their heart. They can speak what they feel. I just want to say that you guys, we are definitely in a war. This is a war zone, and we have to understand that when you're in a war, you do not allow the enemy or your enemy to know what your strategy is. Do not tell everybody what you're doing. Do not give them the plans. Do not give them the understanding of what we are going to do. Everybody needs to move in silence, but also in unity. I just wanted to say that really quick because there's a lot going on. It really, really is. And if you're not careful, you'll be caught up in it in a very different way where you can't get out and you don't have the ability to really get what you need out the proper way to be heard. Now, listen, there is a change, there's a shift going on, but I'm not going to get into all of that. I just wanted to tell y'all, move like generals, and that's quiet. Don't say nothing to nobody. Do what you do, and continue to economically be unified. That's all I want to say on that point because there's a lot going on. But tonight I wanted to talk about tonight it's really been on my heart that I wanted to come to you guys and talk to you guys about how you chasing the yes, how we're approaching chasing the yes, right? And a lot of us believe that we have to chase the yes. Now, what is the yes? The yes can be what you have in your heart. The yes can be the assignment from the Father. The yes can be so many different things. But I wanted to say if you're chasing the yes of business, if you're chasing the yes of the Father, if you're chasing the yes and what you believe that you're supposed to do, your person, your passion, your purpose, my bad. Those things you have to chase no matter what, right? You can't sit back and wait on if you have enough money, if the vision is clear, if the purpose is, excuse me, I'm sorry, if the purpose is clear, you cannot wait. Once you feel the pull, and yes, you're going to feel a pull, if you have something in you that is literally leaking out, like you, oh my gosh, I can't wait, I can't wait, I can't wait. There's a purpose and a reason behind that. That is not just something that happens, right? You don't just have a pull at you, a nudge at you, a, um, a calling in you and not have a reason to pursue that, right? Because sometimes we feel like, wait, that might not be for me. Wait, maybe I shouldn't do it like this. No, if you have the calling, I need you to get up and you need to do that, right? That's period, point blank, right? But don't wait until everything is perfect because at the end of the day, that is definitely going to hinder us. And I used to do the same thing. I used to just try to be like, okay, well, I used to be like, wait, that can't be for me. That can't be my assignment. Who am I to do this? Who am I to do that? But jumping on top of what the Father had for me and really literally saying, okay, this is my assignment. This is something that I was supposed to do. This is something that He wants me to do. Um, it literally has changed my life. And so what I can say as a person as that has started multiple businesses, that was able to become an author, that was able to mentor people, that is able to coach people, that is able to give advice to people. I want to tell you that you have to step out now. So many people are waiting to do what they think or feel they should do. They're waiting on the right time. They're waiting on the right sign. And that's just not how that happens. You have to step out. Now, if you're an entrepreneur, that's literally what happens, right? You just have that in you. You were born with it. Whether it comes out later in life or it comes out as soon as you're born, you are born with certain type of um abilities, right? As an entrepreneur, you know that you have something in you that is self-driven. You don't have to, you're not a bee worker, you're not a worker where you have to do the 9 to 5 type thing. No. What's in you, embedded in you, is you being able to handle business, being able to be a leader, be able to manage different things, be able to do those things. So I want you to step out on what you're supposed to do. You might be waiting on money and different resources and more support, but I want you to step out right now on what you want to do. I don't know who this is for, and I don't know exactly what you may be waiting on, but don't wait. Don't wait, because I waited 20 years to do what I'm doing right now. The podcast, me starting my business, me writing a book, me being able to help others in a way that I knew that I could do. I knew that I had this in me. And it took me 20 years to do what I'm doing right now, only because I didn't trust who I was. I didn't trust the ability that I had. I didn't trust who the Father said I was, literally. So I wanted to speak to someone, anyone that could hear me, that would understand. You don't have to wait for your confidence to be verified by other people, because that is not what you should be waiting on. The confidence should come from you. And so I wanted to say that I started this pursuit of chasing the yes and his yes at the same time. I did this. I started it about a year and a half ago. I said, wait a minute, I have more to offer. I know that I have more to offer, and I have to figure out what it is. I started losing my sight in my right eye in 2020, and I didn't know what to do with it. I had no idea what to do with the non ability to see out of that one eye, and not sure if the left eye was gonna go out. I didn't know, but I was like, I'm helpless, I'm hopeless, I don't have nothing, I can't do anything, I can't. How am I gonna be a productive citizen in the world? I didn't have trust in myself. I didn't believe in the abilities that I had. And the Father kept talking to me. He kept nudging me. He kept pulling me. He kept pushing me. He kept, listen, let me tell you something. If you don't know anything about the Father, He is absolutely faithful. Get in your word. Get in your word. Get in your word. From Genesis to Revelations, He and His Son are pushers that will push you to what you are supposed to do. If you are called, He is never going to leave you alone. The heavens will never leave you alone. The assignment will never leave you alone. And you will have to complete what you're supposed to do. It will never leave you alone. And I had to say that as well, you guys. There will never be a perfect time to be who you were supposed to be. There will never ever be a perfect time for you to be exactly who you're supposed to be. You have to step out and do that thing right now. At the age of 40, I'll be 48 next month. At the age of 48, I feel like I am doing what I'm supposed to do. All of those years flew by, right? They flew by, and I caught myself in the middle of saying, so what do I do now? I know there's something for me, but what do I do now? Who am I? What am I supposed to do? I know that I'm this is something that I'm good at, being able to talk to other people, being able to help other people through certain problems, being able to counsel people through. And I'm not a doctor. I'm not a doctor, I'm not a counselor or anything like that. But to be real, you have friends that come to you. You have people that ask you for uh, different people ask you for advice. And if you're able to do that, that is a skill. Almost everything that you do in life, as a woman, as a mother, as a wife, as a sister, as a you know what I mean? You have skills that you use on a daily basis. And so that's literally how people are starting to make money. They're starting to see the things that they do in life, and it can skill them. You can make a skill out of the things that you do on an everyday basis, and a lot of people are literally getting rich that way, right? They're making money that way. They're building a life that way, right? And on social media, if you pay attention, they're making videos, they're making content, they're doing this and they're doing that, and they're making money. because they are zoning in or honing in on the skills that they have. Thank you, Trivita. Yes, yes, yes. They're honing in on the things that they are doing and making money from it. And so you can be whatever you choose to be if you hone in on the purpose that you have in life and who you believe you are. Literally, if you really, really pray to the Father. Now, I try to stay in prayer, and I do. I ain't gonna lie. Ain't nobody perfect now, but I do try to stay in the midst of the Father and literally ask Him, what do I need to do on a daily basis? What do you want me to do? What would you have for me to say? How would you like me to write this down? I mean, just different things, but I can't do anything without consulting Him. I have to consult Him on everything that I do. And it is sometimes it's hard because he has put me in a place in a space right now where I am literally by myself. No matter where I go, if I go home, if I'm spending time with my dad, if I'm spending time with my kids, I am literally by myself because I have to be in a place in a space where I can think about what I need to do. If I need to think on what I can do for others, right? And that's literally where I am right now. But I don't want you to give up. And the truth is, if we're not careful, we'll spend our entire lives waiting for conditions that may never come, right? We may never have the conditions that we expect to come in order for us to make those decisions to become the person that we believe we're supposed to become. Now, when we trust in ourselves, that's where we fail the first. That's our first downfall. When we trust ourselves to believe what we're supposed to do, right? It should never be that way. We should always trust the Father first. We should always go to the Father first. Literally, you're going to hear me say that a lot on this show, on this podcast. I will always tell you to go to the Father first. And I wanted to do this. I wanted to not have a person to come on. I didn't want to interview anybody, but I wanted to come and spend time with you guys and have you come in and really let us speak about where you are right now. Where are you? Who are you? What can you contribute to society? What can you contribute to yourself? What can you contribute to your children? What can you contribute to your family? Who are you and what are you doing? And I think that is a question that we all need to ask ourselves, right? Hey, how you doing, Shanette? How you doing, Shanette? Thank you for joining us. Um, what can you do for yourself? Like, how are you how are you checking with yourself? Really, literally, mentally checking with yourself and ask yourself, how am I doing today? How am I feeling today? What do I need today? Listen, I get into the mirror and I'm like, okay, Aleatha, how are you feeling today about yourself? And what can you do for yourself to make yourself feel good about yourself? And how can that make you feel towards what you need to do today? And I literally have conversations with myself, y'all. Self talk will help you. It literally will help you, y'all. It will help you. Okay, and so what if everything you needed to do to take it your next step is already in your hands, right? And so this is the exercise I did earlier today, right? So I held my hands up like this, right? And it looks like I have nothing in my hands, right? My hands look empty, right? But they're really not empty. My hands are not empty. They are full. Yes, they look empty, but they are full, right? My hands are full of things that I could do, right? For me, for my family, for other people. You have to understand that your hands are full. They look empty, but they're full. You could do so many different things with your hands. You could do so many different things with your feet. Once you pick up your feet and one goes before the other, you are moving. There's momentum. There's momentum in your hands as you move around, as you touch different things, as you help people, as you hold people, as you heal people. just with love alone, right? And so I just wanted to speak that into us tonight, right? Because sometimes I need the same thing. Like the things that I'm saying to you tonight is literally the things that I have to say to myself in order for me to keep pushing and keep making it every single day. I know that I have a purpose. I know that it gets rough. When you have an assignment on your life, the enemy will try his hardest. He comes to steal, kill, and destroy. And he comes to knock you off your square. Me and Trevita, I believe it was me and her talking about, he does not sleep. He does not take a break. He does not. He doesn't. He is on your heels every single day. And so you have to make sure that you spend time with the Father. You have to make sure you're praying. You have to make sure that you write stuff down, right? Because we can get distracted. This world is about distractions, period. So, what else? Let's talk about, because I have my notes. I have my notes. Okay. What if you're not missing as much as you think you are? What if you really have everything together? What if you really have the things that you thought that you didn't have? Well, what if you really have everything together to help the people that you need, right? Our lives are literally not our own, right? And I had to find that out the hard way, right? Yeah, if we're mothers, yes, we have to live for our children, to help them to learn, to survive, to make it, to figure out what they want to do. You know what I mean? That's like our assignment. But outside of our children, we have assignments to other people as well. And so we have to say, hold on, wait a minute. What am I supposed to do for the masses? Right? And so, what if you already have everything that you needed in order to be who you need to be for the masses? But you were just afraid to step out. Now, I'm going to shift a little bit into fear, right? Fear. Fear is a crippling, debilitating spirit that will stop you in your tracks and keep you from attaining what you're supposed to attain. Right? Okay. So in the Bible, there was a angel and he went to go see, if I'm not mistaken, Jeremiah or Ezekiel. It's one of those two prophets, right? I'm not sure for sure, but I know about the angel. And I know that he had to fight off. He had to fight off the spirit of Syria. It was a spirit coming from Syria. He had to fight off that spirit in order to get to either Jeremiah or Ezekiel. He had to fight it off, right? And then in the midst of fighting that spirit off, he had to do it for 7 days to get to who he needed to get the word to that person. But he had to fight in the realm of the spirit in order to get that word to that person. If it happened to that person or even the angel, it can happen to you. Things can be delayed if you don't stay on your face and you're praying. You have to stay in the word. You have to stay on your face. You have to stay in prayer. You have to do those things in order for you to be in your purpose and on purpose, going to your destiny, right? You have to. You don't have a choice. So, what if the Father embedded everything you needed in you already from inception? You had it. You was born with it. You just didn't know you had it. You don't trust it like I didn't, because I didn't trust that this was what I was supposed to do. I didn't know that I was supposed to be a business owner. I didn't know I was supposed to open multiple businesses. I didn't know that I was supposed to do what I'm doing right now. I didn't know that I was supposed to teach people. I didn't know I was supposed to give advice to people. I didn't know these things, right? I didn't know I was supposed to build so many different things. But the Father has entrusted me to do those things. I think that our trust in ourselves, we have to we have to literally um just have faith in that trust in ourselves, right? And that took me a long time too, you guys, and that's why I'm giving you the time to get to know me. It took me a minute to really understand what my assignment was and really trust myself that I could handle the assignment. Because not only did the Father trust me with the assignment, He gave it to me in the womb of my mother. I was born, and then I was supposed to go forth. So for 30 years, I knew at 13 that I had an assignment on my life. He gave me the dream. I denied the dream for so many years. And then I stepped in and was like, okay, hold on, wait a minute. Maybe he's giving me all these dreams. He's giving me this pull in my heart. Literally, I was feeling this pull. Like it wasn't it was such a spiritual pull, and it became physical, right? Like I couldn't do anything unless I did what I was supposed to do with the pull, right? Okay. So, um so I ended up saying, okay, this is what I need to do, right? What if the thing standing between you and I'm sorry, what if the thing standing between you and your next level isn't what you don't have? What if it's the fear? Like I said, the fear is debilitating, right? What if it's fear? What if it's doubt? What if it's lack of self-love? What if it's your choice to not even move? What if it's procrastination? What if it's those things that are standing between you and your next level for you to move? What if it's that? And literally, those things that I named you were the very things with an S that kept me from moving from level to level to level to level, right? And I still deal with those things today. Don't get me wrong, I still deal with those things today. But I have such a love for the Father that I choose not to disappoint him, right? Every single day I wake up with my mind set on making him happy. Long as I make him happy, I'm good. Long as I make my family happy, I'm good. Long as my dad and my kids are happy, I'm good. Long as my best friends are happy, I'm good, right? Long as I can achieve the things that I believe I'm meant for, I'm good. And that should be the same way that you focus on what you have going on in your life. If you're not an entrepreneur, if you work a job, it does not matter. Do everything into the best of your ability. Never doubt who you are. Never doubt what you can do. Never doubt your abilities. Never doubt your passion. Never doubt your drive, because those things are what is going to put you in a place of great momentum and being able to accomplish the goals that you have for yourself, right? I'm sorry, y'all. My asthma been messing with me all day, and I hope y'all can't hear it, but it has been all day. What if you're willing? What if it's your willingness to start, right? Just what I said, right? The lack, the doubt, the procrastination, those things can stop you. One of the things I've learned is that purpose doesn't wait for perfect conditions, right? For perfection itself. Purpose doesn't wait for that. Mm-mm. And entrepreneurs don't wait on perfection. That's something that we don't do. We don't wait on that. We go for the gusto, right? We have the drive in us. I don't know about anybody else, but I constantly have ideas and I constantly hear things in my head saying, okay, you got to do this next. Okay, you got to do that next. Okay, I'm planning months ahead of things that I want to do in my life. And that's exactly how it's supposed to be. So, I just wanted to come on and talk to you guys about that and really just give you an insight on why and how I started chasing the yes and how I started Infinite Vision Brands. And I started Infinite Vision Brands. I was starting to become visually impaired, and I was like, you know what? Even though I'm visually impaired, my vision will never die. Right? I knew that I had a vision for my life. I knew that I wanted to accomplish things. I knew I wanted to see things happen in my life and for my life. But I knew that me being visually impaired or even going blind would never stop my passion. I knew that that would never happen. I knew that I would not be who I was supposed to be. I knew that I would never just let it go. Did I slowly slow down? I did, because I really wasn't sure what I needed to do or how I needed to do it. But I knew that I would not die with the passion in me and not be able to complete those things. I knew that I knew. So if you're in a place in your life and you're just questioning what you could do or what you should do or how you can complete the goals in your life, please, please, whatever you do, write your passions down. Consult the Father. Ask the Father about what you should do with your life, how you can complete His will for your life. Literally, it's about His will. It's not really about what we want to do. The passion is placed in us from Him, and then we're supposed to fulfill that because that's what our life is built for. Not to work a 9 to 5 and work ourselves to death and pay all of these bills and not be happy and not make things happen for our family. That is not what the Father intended for us. And He wants us to prosper. It says He sees for us to prosper and not fall short, not have to worry and want for anything. It says He will take care of us. The lilies of the field don't have to worry about anything, and neither should we. So I just want to leave you with that. I want to let you know that the Father sees exactly who you are. He loves you more than anything in this world. And I do too, right? I have every person in my heart or on my heart that I pray for. And I just pray that everybody can just get in the realm of what they're supposed to do for the Father. Understand that the kingdom is literally just a prayer away. All you have to do is go to Him. And to my people, listen, I want you guys to know it is going to get better. All y'all have to do is unite, spend your money with your people, and things are going to flip over. Trust me, I'm telling you, this thing is going to flip around. I hate the things that are happening in this world, and these things with these young kids and these people with all this hate is horrible. But I want you to focus on your people first. That's what I want you to do. And if we can focus on us and uniting, it's nothing they could do. I'm telling you, economically, it's nothing they could do for us or nothing they could do to us. Because to be real, we run the dollar. Literally, we do. And it's trillions. So, day by day, dollar by dollar, it'll change. It's going to flip. And it's saying the word, the first shall be last and the last shall be first. And that's all I have for tonight. I hope you guys will be blessed. I hope you guys are blessed. I hope you guys really, really got something from what I said tonight. I pray and I just hope that you guys can put yourself in a place where you can chase after the yes, because the yes is His yes and it is available for you. All you have to do is chase after it like the Father chased after you. You guys be blessed. Have a wonderful night.